All her life, the only thing RadioActive's Morgan White knew about her biological father was his number, donor 893. Recently, they found each other through a genetic testing site, and she wondered if this stranger could become family.
After years of wanting a baby, my mom made the decision to have a child alone, using a sperm donor.
So here's the paperwork, Northwest Andrology and Cryobank.
She had hundreds of donors to choose from. She wanted to choose a donor who would be open to meeting me when I was older, if I wanted to. She narrowed it down to donor 893.
When I read 893's essays, that's kind of what did it. It's very thoughtful answers, and it was the type of thing that I could hand to you later on in life, even if you never met your donor, and still have you feel good about the fact that that's where half of you came from.
As a little kid growing up in a single-parent household, I didn't understand why my family was different from everyone else's.
So I remember you came home one time saying that somebody couldn't have a baby because she needed to have a man. I think you actually said a husband. And it blew my mind that you would come home with such a standard heteronormative view on the world.
As I got older, the other kids would ask me why I didn't have a dad. I didn't feel like I was missing out on anything, but sometimes I made up stories to avoid their questions. One time, I told a friend my dad was captured and killed by pirates. So I didn't grow up with a dad, but I did grow up with half-siblings. The donor sibling registry connects families who use the same donor. So I've known about most of my half-siblings since I was 2. We all live in different places, but we keep in touch over social media and in a group chat. The chat is called Club 893. Last January, things changed for our group. The genetic testing site 23andMe matched some of us with donor 893. Casey Duncan, the mom of one of my half-brothers, remembers the day they found out.
He got the email and he came and found me and he's like, look at this, what do I do? And we just stared at each other and were, what do you do? I don't know, what do we do? So it took us a while to figure out, do you answer him? Do we not answer him? And so then he went ahead and answered him.
Technically, the sperm bank prohibits this kind of contact, but 23andMe let the cat out of the bag. Eventually, our whole group of half-siblings got connected with donor 893, who we now know as Ryan Johnson. A few months ago, Ryan asked all of us kids and our parents if we wanted to meet up in person. We said yes.
Oh, God. Your heart's beating really fast.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi. I feel really weird about it.
Meeting Ryan was a surreal experience. I'd been playing this moment out in my head for almost my whole life. I was afraid he wouldn't like me, or I wouldn't like him. But when I walked in, I saw a big guy with dark brown hair and blue eyes. He gave me a bear hug, and I felt an overwhelming sense of warmth and love. We played air hockey, and I realized we have the same goofy competitive streak. It was a better experience than I had ever imagined. I asked Ryan to read me the essay question answers he wrote 19 years ago, the ones that convinced my mom to choose him.
And I said, children are the greatest gift any of us could receive and or give. I hope you cherish every moment, good or bad. Best wishes to you in your journey through life, and congratulations.
I'm excited to continue a relationship with my bio dad and my new family. But that doesn't change the fact that I'm the person I am today because of my mom, the parent who raised me. For RadioActive, this is Morgan White.
$8,000 to 12,000 children in the state of Washington have some form of autism. Current sophomore Seba Ali is one of them. Her sister, RadioActive's Huma Ali, reports on her family's journey to prepare Seba for the future.
This is my little sister Seba. She's stubborn, clever, and gets what she wants. When she's in a good mood, she laughs a lot. But you know teenagers, they're moody. Seba has autism. She's nonverbal and low functioning. This means she has trouble with basic tasks. She can't shower, change her clothes, or prepare food on her own. My family is preparing Saba for graduation in a few years by setting goals for her, to clean up after herself and do chores around the house, even to go to bed in a timely manner.
Time to go to bed.
That's my dad, Nasir Ali. He stays at home full time. Every morning he wakes up at 6 a.m. and makes Saba breakfast, cinnamon raisin toast and an apple. My aunt lives with us and takes care of Saba too. My mom supports the family as a doctor. But we still struggle to find help to care for Saba, especially when it comes to keeping her occupied.
You have this person who is not much interested into anything and cannot stay engaged into any activity for any serious length of time, more than 5 minutes. Then the biggest challenge becomes is what do you do with their time?
That's why school is so important. All day, Saba's on schedule, from field trips to art projects to riding her tricycle. But Saba is a sophomore right now. In 3 short years, Saba will leave our brick-bound high school and her yellow school bus won't come every morning. Taking care of Saba is physically and emotionally demanding and really expensive.
I mean, everything changes. Your cost of food goes up because the kind of food she eats and the amount of food she destroys. Same with her clothing, how frequently we have to go through that. I mean, your water bill goes up dramatically, the amount of water she uses in bathing every single day. Her needs are probably $50,000 to $100,000 a year.
Without the support provided by the high school, we will need to grow Saba's team, not only to keep her engaged, but to build her independence.
Let's roll. We got stuff to do.
Erica Gentry provides behavioral therapy services. She works with Saba to build life skills for a few hours every day.
Did you know that she didn't know how to buckle her seatbelt before without me having to get in the back seat and doing it for her? Trust me, it's been a year in that making for me to get her to buckle her seatbelt by herself.
I didn't realize how far Saba has come. This progress is a big deal. With Erica's help, Saba has started to do things she's never done before. Take out the trash, look both ways before crossing streets, and use the key to unlock the car door. Not that she drives.
Turn this way. Turn this way. Remember? Yeah, turn it. Yeah, there you go. Now open it. Get on it.
I don't think Saba will get into our green car, let the engine roar, and skirt around the corner onto I-5 anytime soon. It's likely Saba may never lease an apartment and live on her own. But Erica's the training wheels on Saba's bumpy road to independence.
Think about it. It's like a wave, constant wave, big giant waves coming in all the time, crashing into the rocks. And you guys are the rocks and she's the wave. Sometimes you guys need a break.
It's true, caring for a family member with autism is hard. But the journey of making Saba more independent will make things easier for the family. More importantly, it will give Saba a higher quality of life. If Saba is a wave, we'll be there when she reaches the shore. For RadioActive, the one and only Huma Ali.